All right. All right. What's going on, everybody? What's going on? Good evening to every last one of you. If you're on a different time zone, good morning to you, or good afternoon, wherever you are. Oh, man. Feel kind of rusty because I ain't been live in a minute. Uh, for some reason, I just feel rusty, but I'm sure y'all understand with my work schedule and all. Sometimes I just can't get to things when I want to get to them. And I know some of y'all knew that I was a little under the weather for a few days, so it's been a rough week last week. But I am here with y'all tonight. Um, Let me do a backup recording because I know it's gonna start doing this shit. So let me do my backup recording. But first thing first, somebody let me know y'all can hear me. Let me know y'all can hear me. All right. And we can get right into it. All right. And ladies and gentlemen, ding, the very first Chris Thorne Show podcast shirt. All right, man, I love this shirt. All right. I just put it on to do this show. Y'all saw me take a picture in it earlier. I just like it so much I don't even want to wear it. I just want to hang it up on a wall or something, and keep it as a is it memorarium, some shit like that. However y'all say that word, memorial, or mountain berry, whatever y'all call this shit. I don't even want to wear it. I just want to keep it as memorial. However y'all say that shit. Of course, y'all seen the back of it, so I ain't finna get up and turn around so y'all can see the back of it. Now, with that being said, guys, a few of you say y'all do want to get shirts to support the platform. I want to say this ahead. I want to say this, that I appreciate y'all want to support the platform. Just give me a minute. I'm talking with a couple of people who say they want to help with getting designs for the shirts and looking for a website where y'all can go and purchase the shirts or whatnot for yourself or whatnot. However that shit goes, I don't know. I don't know if I'll be getting anything for it or y'all just get it. You know what I'm saying? Just had a shirt to support the platform. But we'll get it together, so just give me a little time or whatnot. As a matter of fact, I think somebody, as we speak right now, is working on doing another design for me on another shirt. So we got different designs coming up. And I'm going to put them up and see how y'all like it, Matter of fact, I got a few I'm going to show y'all after this show. And I want y'all to tell me how y'all like it. All right? So yeah, I really love this shirt. I like it. So I'm gonna wear it for this podcast right here. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So man, I feel rusty. So if I fuck up tonight, please forgive me. I just feel like I ain't been live forever. So let's get right into it. Let's get right into it. All right. So we're gonna be talking about two young ladies, and one. My heart just broken. It just broken. Memorabilia. That's what it say. What I say, Mountain Berry. I said Mountain Berry memorabilia. How you say that shit? Mountain Berry. I don't know. Y'all know I can't say a lot of that shit. So whatever the hell it is, y'all know what I'm talking about. First thing first. I want to talk about this child right here, and this just really hurts my heart because y'all know I work with the type of people that I work with, and to hear what happened to this young lady, it just tore me apart because a 10-year-old who can have her feelings hurt so bad that she have the common knowledge or the common sense to commit suicide. That's heartbreaking to me. Should no 10-year-old have that mindset that they want to kill themselves because they being bullied? I get it, being bullied is tough. I think we probably had somebody who tried to bully us or who have bullied us some point in our life. But I don't think we never had the mindset that we want to kill ourselves because somebody did it. It hurts. But I don't think we never really had the mindset to kill ourselves. If anything, we get mad enough, we whoop some ass if we had to. But however, everybody's different. This is a different era. And then on top of what's hurting me the most, she was autistic. That's what's hurting me the most. This pretty baby right here you see behind me, she's an autistic child. And what I say on a lot of my streams, people, when things aren't normal to other people, what people tend to do, they tend to fuck with it. All right? They tend to bully them. They tend to push them around because they don't understand their condition. See, somebody like us, me, and a lot of you who probably in the chat room, who probably don't have to suffer from none of this, we will be considered normal. But with her, she dealing with something more than what a lot of us don't know what it's like to deal with because we don't have it. All right? Unless depression is part of autism, I don't know. There's probably two different categories. But the fact that you have people who would do this to this child and probably told her to kill herself, and that's exactly what she did. That's exactly what she did. Because this baby poor feelings was hurt. But now before we get into the story, I want to know, because I don't know much about the story. I want to know, did she tell her mom and dad? And what happened when they trying to find a resolution to the problem? And if they did try to find a resolution, something must didn't work. Because this baby's no longer with us. Okay, Sarah said depression is part of it. Man, that is so sad, guys. That is so sad. So, man, that's so sad, man. I really just don't know what to say. They really hurt my heart when I heard about this child. They really hurt my heart. Anyway, guys, let's get into some of these news clips and some of these videos, and let's see if we can get an understanding more of what went on with this baby right here. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, the story of Izzy, Isabella Izzy. I don't know how to pronounce her last name yet, but I'm pretty much sure they're gonna say it in one of these videos. So let's get right into it.
A Utah mother says her 10-year-old daughter took her own life over the weekend.
10 years
A Utah mother says her 10-year-old daughter took her own life over the weekend after being bullied at school. She says she reported the bullying to the school, but claims nothing was done to protect her daughter.
Oh, Lord, here we go with that. How many stories, guys, y'all have heard me do that we hear about bullying, and we hear the same thing. The school doesn't do anything. How many times y'all heard me do a story like that? We hear these babies getting bullied, and you hear the same outcome. The school does not do anything, which leads the parents to go out there and cut a fucking fool to the point where they have to ban you for coming to the school because you acted a fool, which you would think they would understand why they acted a fool, because how many times you got to keep saying something to somebody for you to get the picture and rectify the situation? As a matter of fact, not just for Izzy, for every child that's going through this. How many children we done stories on that the child has died because of bullying, or almost died because of bullying, or probably permanently disabled because of bullying? And it seems like the school don't do nothing. But again, if you get up there cussing, hooting, and hollering enough, they want to ban you from the school. They should throw that shit out by banning parents from the school. Because if I was a parent and I'm calling and talking to you, and I feel like nothing's being done, I should have every right to keep coming up there talking to you motherfuckers until something is done. Amen? I should have the right to come up there and talk to you as many times as I please. And if it takes me to cuss you out to get it rectified, that's what I'm going to do. Until you get it rectified. All right? This is sad, man. So sad.
Fox 13's Emily Tenser is live at Foxborough Elementary in North Salt Lake tonight with the mother's message to other parents and the district's response. Emily.
10-year-old Izzy Tichenor was a student here at Foxborough Elementary. Her mom tells me they were getting excited because they were only 1 year away from middle school. Now, Izzy had autism spectrum disorder, and her mom said that made her an easy target for bullying.
Even though she came in my life for a decade, she was my guardian angel and is my guardian angel.
Brittany Tichenor remembers her 10-year-old daughter as a beautiful young girl, a light that shined on everyone she met.
She was amazing. Even when people were mean to her, she would still help them.
Izzy Tichenor was on the autism spectrum and had dyslexia. Her mother says other children recognized her differences and frequently bullied her.
She really didn't say what she wanted to be, but I knew I know she told me, "Mommy, I want to be more than this." And now I think I understand what she meant. More than this is more than her disability.
Now Tichenor is grieving the loss of Izzy, who died by suicide on Saturday.
You really wouldn't have known that she was going through that. So that was the hardest part. Like, she must have really internalized this.
In a statement sent to Fox 13 News, the Davis School District says it's devastated by Izzy's death, saying, quote, "At this point, the incident we are aware of involved another student, and the teacher and administration responded quickly and appropriately. As with all allegations of bullying, our investigation will continue." Tichenor says her focus isn't on the investigation. It's about getting the message out to parents to talk to your kids, preach anti-bullying, and check in on them daily to make sure they're doing okay.
I just want to spread Izzy's love to other kids. I want to spread what Izzy had, her infectious love, her infectious laugh, to the other kids. I want to spread the good things about her.
Friends and family are posting the hashtag Stand for Izzy to demand justice. There's a vigil scheduled tomorrow night at the Foxborough Hollow Park at 7 p.m. There's also a GoFundMe set up to help the family with funeral expenses. You can find the link to that at fox13now.com. Reporting live, Emily Tenser, Fox 13 News, Utah.
So difficult. Fox 13 News does not typically report on suicides, but we are in this case because of the possible connections to bullying along with mental health.
Today we spoke to experts on autism spectrum disorder at the Melissa Nelson Center for Autism at Utah Valley University. They say about 80% of those on the spectrum will describe having suicidal thoughts. Attempts are up to 8 times more common in those with autism. And it can be difficult to recognize struggles or signs of depression because some expressions of autism can mask mental health issues. That's why she says communication is so important.
So I think the important thing is to always check in, to really keep those lines of communication open, and ask about what's going on in school. Ask specifically about whether someone is bullying or being mean in some way.
If you or someone you know is struggling, there is always help. Call the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline at 1-800-273-TALK. That's 1-800-273-8255. It is free and available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
You know, this is one of those stories that I want to cry. I really do. But something's holding my tears back. And I don't know what it is. I really want to cry because when I look at this baby picture and I hear this story that's going on, you know, you just have to sit up there and just say, why? Why? And why these little kids are getting just as ruthless as these adults now. They are just as ruthless as these adults. And that hurts. When you hear that, that hurts. How many videos have we seen? How many videos have we seen people put on TikTok, letting they little boy, little girl doing grown up stuff? I get it, you know, they trying to have fun, they trying to have a laugh. I get it, but something that you let your child do in these videos are just too inappropriate. You know, like when you see a little boy with his pants sagging with a gun up in his pants, you know, and you can hear the dad in the background laughing, you know, and got his boy acting like he a thug or whatnot. Again, I'm not trying to say people cannot have fun, cannot have a laugh, but why is it that we have to do that to get a laugh, to show our, you know, ignorant side, versus, you know, doing something positive and make a funny joke out of it, you know? Or you see a lot of videos with these young girls twerking at a young age and stuff, and you see the grown-ups twerking with them. How many videos have we seen on social media, you know? And I think they're just inappropriate when you do that. It is very inappropriate. Now, you can't tell nobody what to do with their child. I get that. But you as an adult, you know your mom and dad didn't like what you did as a young child, so why would you allow your child to do stuff like that, especially little girls? And all these predators we got around the world, you letting your girl put her hand on her knees and pop at her butt? Really? That's not cool. That's really not cool. I could even accept the fact that y'all probably let them say a cuss word, get a laugh out of that. I would find that funny. Not saying that I condone it, but I would even find that funny. But to try to make it seem like you shooting somebody and twerking and on the floor, pop locking, dropping it, all that stuff, man, that's not cool. That's not cool. And then as soon as somebody say something, you get mad at the world. Like somebody told me, or said in my comment section not too long ago about one of the stories I did. It might have been about Sabrina. I can't remember which one it was. They like, you know, everybody got so much to say. You know, y'all didn't even know these people, but everybody got so much to say. Okay, I agree with you on that. I agree with you. But here's the thing, though. Why make yourself public with the shit that you do if you don't want nobody to say nothing? That doesn't make any sense. Why do the stuff that you do and they don't want nobody to say nothing about it and talk about everybody got something to say? They doing it because they want people to say something. That's why they keep saying, I don't care what these people say. Yes, they do, because you keep looking at social media to see what people are saying. Carlton, one of the main ones, Talking about, I don't care what people say. I don't care what people say. Yes, you do, because you keep saying it because you're looking at social media and you seeing what we saying. And we seeing that you act there acting a damn fool. We see you act a damn fool. And when you had a lot of people that was behind you at first. A lot of people was behind you. Again, shout out to Von L. Mays and his people down in Milwaukee. A lot of people was behind you. But your behavior started getting erratic as it started going on. And then to hear the fact that you didn't show up for your own son's funeral, that just put the topping on the cake right there. Now, I had somebody just recently come in the comment section say that he was there. There's pictures all over Facebook. I haven't seen any. And I asked that person, show me where the picture's at. And to this day, they still ain't came back and said where the picture's at. Because if the pictures are there, then I get him his credit. Say, okay, he was there. But I haven't seen no pictures on Facebook showing this man at his son's funeral. Everybody would have saw that. I think a lot of people would have saw that, be like, hey, Carter was at his son's funeral, but they saying he wasn't there. So to you who said that in my comment section, I'm still waiting for you to show me where can I go to see the pictures of where he was at his son's funeral. I never said he wasn't there. Mallory folks said he didn't show up for the funeral. They said that. I didn't say that. I just said if it's true that he didn't show up for the funeral, that's fucked up. That's fucked up. You did all that noise, but didn't show up for your own son's funeral? Come on now. Come on, man. Come on. So, man, I hear this stuff, and this shit is sad, man. It really is, But anyway, guys, y'all see? Oh, I'm glad the video start right there. It start right there. The National Suicide Prevention Lifeline, 1-800-273-TALK, 1-800-273-8255. Ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't thoughts of suicide, please write this number down. You got any friends who haven't thoughts of suicide, please write this number down. Family members or anybody, write this number down and at least try to encourage them to call this number and get some help, especially if it got something to do with a child. Not only a child, but a child that's on autistic level or the disability level. They need it more than anything. All right. Right, sir. The grandparents said they believe he didn't go there because of the warrants. But then somebody in the comments said, no, I don't think he didn't go there because of the warrants, because he already had the warrants. I said, well, that's true. That's true. So me personally, I don't think they would have picked him up. I believe they would have gave him time to grieve for his boy or whatnot. They would have went to the front. I don't think nobody would have fucked with him. But then again, I don't know. Madison may be different. I don't know. Man, this shit's so sad. All right. So with that being said, guys, and I said a mouthful right there, but let's get more into it. The school district claiming they got an independent investigation into this, and let's see what they got to say.
It has been nearly a week since 10-year-old Izzy Tichenor's death. Today, Governor Spencer Cox announced he plans to meet with the Davis School District. The district has also committed to bringing in an independent investigator to look into how reported bullying was handled.
Fox 13's Emily Tenser has the very latest tonight as anti-bullying advocates nationwide are demanding answers.
The hashtag Stand for Izzy is taking off across the country, with actresses, NBA stars, and leaders demanding change. But what does that change look like, and what are those next steps parents and the district need to take?
I think in the long run, it's going to be kind of Stand with Izzy is going to be something that everybody knows about.
It's been almost 1 week since the world lost 10-year-old Izzy Tichenor to suicide. Local leaders and celebrities like Utah Jazz player Joe Ingles intend to make sure she isn't forgotten.
It's a devastating thing, and I think from her story we're going to make a lot of good things happen.
Ingles, the father of a son with autism, has spoken with Izzy's family and shown his support.
Yeah, I think in the long run it's going to be kind of stand with Izzy is going to be something that everybody knows about.
Jenny Dopp with the Utah Parent Center is also the parent of a son with autism.
When you have a child yourself with a disability, you understand, and it kind of hits closer to home, that this could have easily been my child.
The center offers resources to help families of kids with disabilities and healthcare needs. When it comes to bullying, Dopp says schools can help by focusing on specialized individual education plans so kids can learn self-advocacy.
We can start to teach our children to be self-advocates and learn how to recognize the signs of bullying.
In a new statement from the Davis School District, it says the district is committed to preventing this from happening in the future. And that as part of the commitment, the district will be bringing in an independent investigation.
Prevent this from happening in the future. So I would have to ask the question now, what happened that you couldn't do it in the present when the parents was coming and talking to you about what was going on, which I'm pretty much sure her parents weren't the only one. You probably had quite a few parents that are talking about it. So in the future, you want to keep this from happening. But what about the present? What about the present?
To look further into this and review handling of critical issues such as bullying. The Utah Parent Center has a number of resources available for parents regarding bullying. Parents can look at what to do if your child is being bullied, if your child is the bully. There's also information available for districts and special educators. Reporting outside Foxborough Elementary, Emily Tenser, Fox 13 News, Utah.
Hold on, guys. Hold on. Y'all give me a minute. Just give me a minute. Okay, I think I got it. I think I did. No, it ain't low. I was just talking low right there. That's probably why you didn't hear me, because I was talking low. Yeah, trust me, because this mic right here catches everything. This mic right here catches everything. So, yeah, it probably sounded low because I was talking low right at that time. You know, so I pretty much should now, since I'm talking louder, you can hear me now, can't you? Yeah, see, yeah, you can hear me now because I'm speaking loudly, but when I was just speaking right then, you know, I was kind of talking real low, so it may sound like I am low. All right. But just in case, I'll turn up a little bit more. So I'll turn up a little bit more. I'll turn up a little bit more. All right. Yeah. So yeah, when I do this right here, I mean, actually, you still should be able to hear me. Good as this mic, you still should be able to hear me. Just hear me real low. Okay. Yeah, so the thing I was saying about that is y'all saying, you know, so we can prevent this in the future, okay, which, yes, please, get it done. But what about the present. You know, when her mom came and spoke to y'all about this bullshit that was going on, what happened in the present? What happened in the present? You know, why was nothing done in the present? And now this baby killed herself. So why was nothing done in the present? You know, who was being lazy? You know, I mean, who dropped the ball? Who really dropped the ball? Okay. And again, at that school, whatever school she went to, which I'm about to pull up in a minute, whatever schools that she went to, she probably wasn't the only one that was dealing with this. Whoever the students was, see, Carol, I told you, yeah, when I'm like this, yeah, it probably sound low because then I'm just talking low right then and there, you know. So anyway, I'm sure she wasn't the only one that these kids was messing with. All right, these kids probably was going around messing with a whole lot of other kids. All right, and you mean to tell me if any other children came to you and said, hey, you know, this person is coming to mess with me. They come to mess with me. They come to mess with me. They come to mess with me. You know, how many times do they have to say to you before you intervene and try to rectify the situation that's going on? Because let's just be honest. Schools don't like when parents come up there unless it's a PTA meeting or something where they cool, calm, and collective. But when they coming over there hot and mad and pissy hot, the schools really don't like that. Well, if you do what you're supposed to do, which I'm not saying all the people at the school don't, it's like this. But when you do what you're supposed to do, when the situation was brought to your attention, at least on the second time, you won't have to worry about the parents always coming up there so hot and pissy mad. All right? Because you're like, you have a child that probably go to a totally different school. And which right there, I think they should set a lot of red flags to a lot of people. You got a child to go to a different school than the school that you teach at. Then you got to ask the question of, why they not going to this school? You must don't think highly of this school for you to work at this school, but you got your child going to a whole different school, which lets me know that this school got a lot of bullshit that's going on. That's why you're not going to have your child here. All right? Amen? Amen? So if your child's not going to the same school that you teaching at, then we have to ask the question, why your child ain't here? And you can't tell us straight up, I ain't really let my child come to the damn school, you crazy? You're not going to say that straight up. So you got to dance around that question, the reason your child ain't going to the school. But real actuality, you don't want your child at the school because you know the school is fucked up. That's why. That's why. Okay? All right? So, if you got a child that's being bullied, then you have to understand how the parents would feel. Because you would feel the same way if your child can't come home telling you they being bullied. All right? So you have to understand the dad when he come to act a fool. Understand the mom when she come to act a fool. Because they tired of their child coming home, telling them their same story, and y'all ain't doing nothing. Just think about that. Amen? Just think about that. Treat it like you would treat it. Unless you just don't give a damn about your child and you treating it like that, then I guess they'll be understandable. But other than that, though, y'all won't like that for your child either, man. Real talk. Y'all won't like that. So, now that I say that's common here. Teachers send their kids to the better schools or private schools. All right, let's continue moving forward. And again, thanks to everybody who is joining me tonight. Man, shit, I've been gone for a while. Y'all still come here to show your boy love. Appreciate it. Get that thumbs up for your boy. Not necessarily for me. Let's get it up for Miss Izzy. You know, rest in peace to this young lady right here. I just hate that she went out like that. Poor child. Poor baby. All right, I want to hear about this. Is it Vigil or Vigil? Vigil. I want to hear about the Vigil that they had up for this baby. And let's go ahead.
Tonight, dozens gathered at a North Salt Lake park to support the family of a young girl who took her own life last weekend.
The family says 10-year-old Izzy Tichenor was on the autism spectrum, and that made her an easy target.
That's a beautiful thing to see them people come together for this child. That is a beautiful thing to see that. Now, if the community can come together for the child, then why the school can't come together, not only for her, but for all the children that's being fucked with at this school, you know? That's crazy. The community can come together, but why not the school and the staff?
Target for bullying.
A campaign with the hashtag I Stand for Izzy is taking off, demanding justice and conversations about mental health and bullying.
Fox 13's Emily Tenser is live at the vigil tonight. Emily.
Tonight's rain didn't stop the amazing turnout tonight here at Fox Hollow Park. As you can see behind me, people are still here. Dozens gathered to show the Tichenor family that they stand for Izzy. Family, friends, and classmates of Izzy huddled together with candles and hot chocolate to show their support. Her family members spoke, as well as local leaders, a family therapist, and some of her school friends. The speakers pleaded with parents to talk to their kids about bullying, about racism, autism, and mental health. Izzy's grandmother, Paula Harris, says Izzy's death is earth-shattering, but says the love and support is what the family needs right now. She says together they can bring awareness to protect other kids.
My daughter was telling me that Izzy, for the last couple of weeks, have just been showing signs of sadness. If any change in your child's behavior, I just ask that you guys take the time, talk to them. They may not want to sit and talk to you, but it's important that we do get the word out and talk to them and let them know that.
They saying that's Izzy grandma right there. Look, Grandma Izzy, I've been saying the same thing. I say the same thing. If you notice a different pattern in your child's behavior when they come from school and you see it on an often basis, hey, it's time to sit down and talk. Don't ignore it. It's time to sit down and talk. Because a lot of children don't know how to come out and tell you, just like somebody in my chat room just said, they got bullied. They know how to come out and tell somebody. Well, believe it or not, brother, sister, whoever you are, you know what I'm saying? I got bullied when I was in junior high school. I got it. You know, I didn't tell my mama straight up. But, you know, it had been a point of time, you know, I had to tell her, you know, hey, you know, this cat at school, you know, fucking with me and whatnot. You know, what we're going to do about it pretty much. And, you know, she went to the school and talked. And she, not only did she talk, she got in his ass, you know, for fucking with me and whatnot. I said, well, damn, you know, but he didn't fuck with me no more after she did that shit, you know. So when this stuff happens when you're young, we tend to have that pent up anger inside of us. And then there's one wrong person gonna fuck with you and you end up whooping their ass. All right? Because for some reason, you got it in your mind that they soft because they won't do anything. But what we always say, people, what I always say in a lot of my streams, the ones that's quiet and the one that's keeping to themselves, those are the ones you need to be afraid of. Those are the ones you need to be afraid of because they will fuck you up. You keep fucking with them. They quiet, keep to themselves. Don't fuck with me. I won't fuck with you. You fuck with me, I'm gonna fuck you up. That's what it is, you know. But for some reason, people don't believe in fat meat is greasy when they do that to people who quiet and try to stay to themselves. Them folks is dangerous. They dangerous. You better leave them folks alone.
If anything is bothering you, you can tell me. You're not gonna get in trouble, but it's to save their life.
I was just never expecting her to do what she did. And nobody deserves to feel that way. Nobody deserves to feel worthless or like they don't belong.
The Davis School District sent Fox 13 News an updated statement saying the school provided significant resources of support for the family, saying, quote, we take all reports of bullying and harassment seriously and will continue to investigate any reports we receive. Out of respect to the privacy of the family and obligations we have professionally to uphold that privacy, we cannot share further details. Governor Spencer Cox tweeted today that my heart is broken for Izzy and her family. We must and will do more. Izzy's celebration of life is scheduled for this Saturday. Reporting live, Emily Tenser, Fox 13 News, Utah.
Emily, thanks so much. Child mental health experts with the Huntsman Mental Health Institute say suicides among the young continues to increase significantly each year.
Dr. Kristen Francis says the CDC lists suicide as the second cause of death for children ages 10 to 14 years old. She says children on the spectrum are more likely to have more mental health struggles than their peers. Dr. Francis advises parents to watch for changes in their child's behavior behavior, such as not eating or sleeping, losing interest in activities, isolation, or expressing sadness or thoughts of suicide.
We used to think that talking about suicide could make suicide happen. And we know that that's not true. In fact, talking about suicide can reduce suicide. So for the most part, it's never too early to talk to your children about suicide if they ask. So if a child is asking, give them information. In general, if they're not asking, we recommend around age 8 and above that it's okay to start kind of bringing things up.
Dr. Francis there says once kids are around 10 to 13 years old, you can be more specific with discussions about suicide. For help, you can always call the Utah Crisis Line. Their number toll-free, 1-800-273-8255. Help is available on that line any day at any hour.
Sarah Claire said she used to hear a child talking in their sleep. That's how she got her answers about what was going on, you know. And actually, I don't think that's a bad thing, you know. If you hear them talking in their sleep, yeah, there probably is a sign there's something going on, you know, because they probably have nightmares about their people just sit up there fucking with them. You know, they probably have nightmares about that shit. So, so I actually count that as a blessing, you know. At least you found out what was going on, you know. And man, crazy hell. But I say this though, if your child, whoever you're talking about, if they one of them types, they try to get away from them, and they keep on coming there following them, trying to fuck with them, somebody can get their ass whooped. So if your child come home and say, hey, they had to whoop somebody's ass, don't be surprised, because they probably told them time and time again, leave me the fuck alone. You didn't leave me alone, so I had to get you. I had to get you. Leave me the fuck alone. All right? I don't bother you. I don't want to bother you. Get the fuck out my face. Leave me alone, man. Leave me alone. All right. So yeah. So don't be surprised if you ever you said watch that. You know what? It's funny you brought that about the GoFundMe, and I said this one of my last streams. I'm not dealing with no more GoFundMes. I'm not dealing with it. It is a GoFundMe that they said, but I'm sorry, I can't do it. I can't do it. I'm sorry for this baby, but So as I pull up the CNN report, it says that Isabella, Izzy, a 10-year-old black and autistic student in Utah, died by suicide last Saturday after allegedly being bullied by classmates. Her family's complaints were ignored, the family lawyer tells CNN. The tragedy comes just weeks after the Justice Department publicly detailed a disturbing pattern where black and Asian American students at the Davis School District in Farmington, Utah, were harassed for years, and officials deliberately ignored complaints from parents and students. The DOJ detailed a pattern in the report and settlement agreement released in October. The agency had been investigating the school district since July of 2019. Izzy was a happy child. She was a happy little girl. She did well in school. All she wanted was to be connected with family and friends. Attorney Tyler Aries tells CNN ahead of the private funeral plan for Saturday morning. All right. Izzy's mother and stepfather, Brittany Clark, Tichenor Cox, and Charles Cox said that they became aware their daughter was being bullied around September, that they told CNN. Wow. How sad is that? How sad is that, man? So sad. This one, they put this out yesterday. This was put out yesterday. So, again, another child gone to senseless bullshit. Senseless bullshit. But, you know, this should be a wake-up call, guys, that, you know, these children out here, hey, just as bad as the parents. They're just as bad as the parents. And getting worse as the parents. Getting worse. And I can imagine some of the things they were saying. And I can imagine some of the things that they were doing. I can imagine some of the things they were saying to that baby. And I can imagine some of the things they were doing to that baby. I can just imagine. Okay, I'll look for somebody to send me something. If you did send it to me, I didn't get it. Somebody sent me something saying something about she used to bring biofreeze to school. Wow. Please send me that because I would like to know why she was bringing biofreeze to school. I mean, it's not biofreeze, Febreze. Okay. Here's what I just got. Somebody just sent me something, and they said, and y'all remember I just said some of the things they probably was saying to her. Well, somebody sent me a message, and this is what they said in one of the articles. They found her taking a bottle of Febreze to school, and when they asked her why, she said because the kids said she stink. Iris told CNN, adding her teacher instructed her to sit away from other students in the back of the classroom. So, the students was telling her that she stinks. And the teacher, well, I don't want to say that she joined the fray, but if you kind of want to analyze it, it almost sounds like she joined in the fray by telling her, sit away from the other students so they won't be complaining, you know, when in actuality, if I was a teacher, I would try to smell her myself, be like, this child doesn't stink, you know, but to keep people from messing with her or messing with him, even though they saying that, you come up here, sit up here by me, like they used to do in our school days. If we go tell them that somebody messing with us at this, then the third, a lot of teachers would tell you, well, come up here and sit by me. Come up here and sit by me then. And I guarantee you nobody gonna fuck with you while you sitting by me. So come up here and sit by me. And a lot of time when they teacher let the students sit by them, the students don't fuck with it. Don't fuck with you. And as a matter of fact, depending on how bad it was gotten, wherever that teacher go, the teacher would take you with them. Because they want to make sure that those other children do not mess with you while the teacher had to step out the room. Now that's back in my era. We're in a different era now. All right? Because back then, in my era of going to school, a lot of teachers really cared and they didn't want to be responsible if something did happen to you. So if you did complain to them about somebody was picking on you, sit by me, wherever I go, you go. All right? Come with me, and I'm going to make sure nobody bother you. All right? And I wish a lot of them probably would bring that back. But then again, in this era, a lot of people look at that as you pacifying them. And I guess, which in a sense, I will understand that. Because at some point, you have to let them defend themselves. At some point. All right? So I guess I can understand both sides of the fence on that one. But in my era, that's what a lot of teachers used to do. A lot of teachers do that. Somebody said they don't feel the parents were genuine. Or Gordon said, I'm sorry, this story doesn't feel authentic. And the parents show no emotions once again. What do you mean by it doesn't feel authentic? What is it supposed to feel like? We talking about a child who committed suicide, so what is it supposed to feel like? What do you mean by authentic? I would like to know what you mean by that. But anyway, guys, rest in peace to this young lady, to Miss Izzy, 10 years old. The story's been put out there. She's being bullied, and she committed suicide and killed herself. And hopefully the school is taking some kind of actions to where they can prevent another child from going through this. But only time will tell. Only time will tell. All right? So rest in heaven, young lady. Rest in heaven to you. All right? All right. Now this story right here got a twist to it. I don't know what's really going on with this one, but it got a twist to it. We're going to talk about, Gordon Shepherd said, well, you can tell when parents are devastated and they seem like they are in too much a rush to preach and raise funds. Oh, well, let me ask you this, Gordon. I haven't seen the GoFundMe, but I heard about a GoFundMe. How much have they raised? How much have they raised? All right. Anyway, the good thing about Jashyah Moore's story is when she went missing, she's been found safe. All right, that's a good part of this story. The story was she supposed to went to a deli store and never came back home. Her mama came out, saying my child's missing, did interviews and stuff, and wanted her child to come back home. They found Jashyah, but shortly after they found Jashyah, the mom got arrested. Now, what the hell going on here? What's really going on here? Now they saying the mom has been arrested because she's been abusing her. She's been abusing her. That's why she's been arrested. Saying Jashyah came out and said some things which led to the mom arrest. Now, again, quite a few of you have been sending me this story. Reason I do it, because one, I won't feel it good. Two, I just too tired to come live. And three, I want to see how this is going to play out because I felt some type of way about the mom. I really did feel some type of way about the mom. And I'd be damn. I knew my gut was telling me right. All right. So with that being said, let's get into Jashyah's story and see what's going on with her story. We can start off with this again right here. We can start off.
Well, she made desperate pleas for her missing daughter's return, and now a New Jersey mother is accused of abuse.
Her 14-year-old daughter, Jashyah Moore, was found safe, but now there are questions about what was going on behind closed doors at home. CBS 2's Jessica Layton reports.
The missing teen signs have been torn down and her mother is in custody. And Friday night in East Orange, a concerned community was in shock at the twist in this high-profile mystery.
She needed to be in jail if she was beating on that girl.
And at the deli that got so much attention as one of the last places Jashyah Moore was seen last month, they are elated she's been found safe.
I am very happy, very happy. I'm glad that we found her as a community.
This young man was one of many who was looking for the teen. The community has been gathering for search parties organized by her mother, Jamie Moore, who days ago made a desperate plea for her daughter's safe return.
I love you. If you see this, I'm looking for you.
Obviously, this was an extremely resilient and resourceful young lady, and she decided that she wanted to be someplace other than where she had been.
Prosecutors say that place was New York City. The 14-year-old was found Thursday night near the corner of West 111th Street and Lenox Avenue in Harlem after somebody recognized her and called police. We're told she ran away and had been spending time at a Brooklyn shelter. When found, she initially denied her identity. But police say then Jashyah made certain concerning statements about her home life, which led them to question her mother. Jamie Moore was ultimately arrested and charged with endangering the welfare of a child. The allegations of physical abuse and neglect were sadly not a surprise for this community activist.
I'm here today to make sure she is not returned to that home. Somebody has got to speak for this baby. This baby was out there panhandling every day while she lived in East Orange. How does panhandling, not going to school, what does that say?
She wasn't good at home and she was looking for a refuge from other places.
That refuge is now the New Jersey Division of Child Protection for Jashyah and her 3-year-old brother, with love and support coming from all over her hometown. In East Orange, New Jersey, Jessica Layton, CBS 2 News.
That lady said, I'm going to make sure that she don't go back to that place. She was panhandling and she wasn't going to school. What does that say? Alrighty then. Now, to get in deeper to this story, what I also read is Jashyah is supposed to have been testifying against her stepdaddy, if I'm not mistaken. She was supposed to have been testifying against him for a domestic situation, all right? So when I first heard the story, I was like, well, damn, he the one got a hold of her, but this story is twisted now that, you know, she wanted to be gone. She left. All right. So I don't know. With that on top of that, what the lady just said, you have to wonder what's going on with the stepdad. And I think they say the stepdad was a cop or something like that. So I like, yeah, what the hell? What the hell? You know, so it's a lot of craziness going on with this story, and a lot of in-house shit that's going on that I guess some of us probably scared to ask what the hell really was going on, you know. But again, a good thing about this story, at least she was found safe. I give that much. At least she was found safe. All right. Now, with that being said, they did hold a press conference about this situation. I haven't had a chance to listen to it, so I'm going to listen to it with y'all. I'm pretty much sure a lot of y'all have already heard it, so I'm going to listen to it with y'all.
Every member of my family fights this fight.
As always, coming during that. I don't even know how to mute it. If I can.
This is a company town, and the business is incarceration.
Okay, they got the mute button right there. All right. Well, as I wait for the ad to get through playing, we will listen to the press conference that they had about this. And then somebody sent me some of my email that I'm going to read out. Because I think it got a little more details of what went on with this family and whatnot. So, yeah. All right. Let's go over here. And let's have a listen.
Prosecutor Stevens is going to speak about Jashyah Moore. As you know from the press release, she was located last night. Prosecutor is going to have a statement, and then it'll be open for questions.
Thank you. Thank you, Tom. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Thankfully, today's press conference is so much different than the one we did last Wednesday. In fact, just about every time I come to the microphone, I'm talking about some kind of a crime that was committed, some suspect who is on the run, or else a case which we have successfully brought to conclusion. But today's different. As we all know by now, young Jashyah Moore was found, and she was found unharmed in New York City. Since I came to the Essex County Prosecutor's Office in 2018, the prosecutor's office is focused on melding the professionalism which this office brings to the table, along with collaborating with our tremendous law enforcement partners who bring so much talent and energy to every situation. Today's success is a result of that sort of an operation, melding the cooperation as well as an all-hands-deck approach that was utilized by the Essex County Prosecutor's Office along with our great team of partners. Recognition must be given to the following entities: the East Orange Police Department, the Essex County Sheriff's Office, the Federal Bureau of Investigation, the New Jersey State Police, the Orange Police Department, the Elizabeth Police Department, and of course, NYPD. But we must also thank the following individuals: the concerned citizens who thought enough to really turn their concern into action by putting up money and adding to the reward which was on the table. Also, and certainly not the least, you, the media, who really followed this from the very beginning and who felt and recognized that this was an important story and was important to bring this concern about a missing young African-American girl, and that made sure that stayed in the public's mind and gave it the attention which it so dearly deserved. And of course, we want to thank the public at large, who did a tremendous job also capitalizing on the importance of the story and using social media in the way really I think it was meant to be used in order to bring it. All of these things collectively were used as a force multiplier in order to bring this to a successful conclusion. We can't say thank you enough. So I want to give our partners an opportunity to also express to you their concerns or their thanks really for today, since this has ended in such a tremendous format. Let's start with the East Orange Police. Well, let's start with the sheriff. The sheriff, always want to start with him on my right-hand side. Sheriff, you have any words?
Thank you, Prosecutor. I just want to echo what the prosecutor said. Clearly, this was a result, great results, based an awful lot on what you folks were able to do for us. We appreciate it very much. We like to call you our partners most of the time. Sometimes you jump on us, but that's okay. But in this particular case, clearly, the attention that you gave it brought this to a successful conclusion. The reward money, as he indicated, is still out there. We haven't been able to determine from the person who get whether he.
Oh, with that being said, that's one of the questions I asked on my video. Now she's been found safe. What's going to happen with that money? I want to know what's going to happen with that money. And if they got to go fund me, what's going to happen with that money?
Or she is interested in that. There are other folks that gave us some tips, but it's still available and it's there. If it needs to be given out, we're more than happy to do so. Thank you.
Right. So somebody, when they hear that, the money is definitely going to get a claim, I think. That's no question that's going to happen. Next, Chief Phyllis Bindi from the East Orange Police Department.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you. First and foremost, I would like to express the absolute joy it has brought our police department and our entire community to see the safe return of Jashyah. I would also like to thank the members of our community and public who worked together with us on bringing Jashyah home safely. I would like to thank the mayor and his administration. From day one, Mayor Green made it perfectly clear to me to pull in any and all resources needed to bring Jashyah home safely. I would like to thank the hardworking members of the East Orange Police Department, our public safety partners who assisted, our Criminal Investigation Bureau headed by Captain Martin, and this investigation which started with Sergeant Powell and Sergeant Greenwood, and all of our Criminal Investigation Division, who took the lead in this effort from day one. Furthermore, I would like to thank our prosecutor, Ted Stevens, and his team, Chief Mitch McGuire, Sheriff Fontura, Under Sheriff Jones, who worked extremely closely with me during this, and his team, our Federal Bureau of Investigation, Special Agent in Charge, George Crouch, Assistant Special Agent in Charge, George Takas, New Jersey State Police Missing Person and Human Trafficking Unit. I would also like to thank all of our county partners and, of course, New Jersey and New York law enforcement. And as always, as I've been through all of our press conferences throughout this, I thank the media. You are truly our partners and have gotten it out there so we can have her safe return. Your assistance and seamless collaboration on this investigation is paramount. I would like to thank the Orange PD who assisted, Elizabeth PD with their drone team, and I just want to say in closing that this is a perfect example for the potential to have positive outcomes when we come together and work as a whole community. Thank you very much.
Great job, Chief. Thanks so much. I wanted, as the Chief pointed out, the FBI, again, did a tremendous job. Spoke with Special Agent in Charge Crouch last night. He was away with his family, but he appreciated getting the call, and I expected the Deputy Assistant Prosecutor, or rather the Deputy SAC, Mr. Takas, to be here today. I think between the rain and maybe just trying to get a little rest because they've been on this 24/7. So, but nonetheless, even in absence, we're going to thank them for their invaluable assistance in all of this. Next, the mayor of the city, which has been just under siege for the last almost month. I'm sure that you can now get back to some things that you can more positively, but Mayor Green was essential in terms of this operation from the beginning, so supportive. He understands his city, and he certainly, I think, is probably as relieved as the rest of us today. Mayor Green.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone. First, let me thank all of you, everyone who stand here this morning. It just shows when we work together as a team, these are the results. From day one in the city of East Orange, our top priority was working in collaborations with the different agencies in making sure that we brought this young lady home safe and healthy. And with that effort of all of you in this room, our residents, our nonprofit organization, our faith-based organizations, the result is that this young lady is safe and sound. So we're very grateful, and what we're offering here in the city of East Orange to our young people, that at any time that we can be of some help and you need to cry out to someone, we are here for you. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor. And before I take questions, I just want to also acknowledge the other individuals with us today. From the Essex County Prosecutor's Office, you met Tom Fennelly, who's in charge of major crimes. We have our first assistant, Ramesh Sadeo, who is here, and also our Chief of Detectives, Mitchell McGuire, whose team was relentless, as they always are, in terms of following every lead, making sure every stone goes turned over, and really bringing this to a great conclusion. And we can't be happier with this ending. I'm available for questions. And Amir Jones as well. I'm so sorry.
Yes.
Amir Jones, who is undersheriff with the Essex County Sheriff's Office.
Mr. Stevens, we saw Mary Murphy from Pix 11 News. We saw a photo that indicated that Jashyah had cut off her distinctive hair, and that when she was approached by the Good Samaritan in New York and asked if that was her name, she denied who she was, and then later it came out that she was unhappy. Do you know if Jashyah ran away, and do you know if a crime was committed?
It appears that Jashyah was a runaway. There is with regard to crimes committed, this is a continuing investigation. We're not able to make any particular announcements at this time, but we are pursuing certain leads which we believe may yield some charges.
Can we get some leads a little bit here about, was she in school? Where did she go to school? When was the last time she was in school? Just talk about, were there any issues at home? Were there any DIFUS matters or any issues with the state? Can we get into that a little bit?
Well, DIFUS, as you know, is DCP&P now. I say DIFUS all the time myself now as well. Yeah. But they did not have an open case, as far as we know. With regard to school, it also does not appear that she was registered in a school at present or at the time that she left home.
Do we know where she's been the past month? Has she been in New Jersey, in the city? Who she's been staying with? Do we know?
We followed a route. It appears to be circuitous. It's
not registered, 14 years old and not registered in the school. And if I'm not mistaken, as we get deeper in the story, I think they say the mom was claiming that she was in school, but she wasn't in school. 14 years old, it was not registered in school. Wow.
She was in several locations, as far as we can tell, in New Jersey, ultimately, though, ending up in New York, where I believe she was staying in a shelter in Brooklyn, but she was ultimately, though, met with police uptown, I believe, in Harlem.
So she was alone? She was doing the circuitous route she was taking? Was she alone?
She was meeting someone there who had seen her and asked her to come, and so, but she came alone.
How did that person contact her?
I'm not aware exactly whether it's telephone.
Whoa, so she was going to see somebody. Oh, wow. To you who just said there's a lot of holes in this story, I'm hearing you now. So she was going to see somebody, and she ended up alone. What the hell is really going on here? What the fuck is going on here?
Phone or whether what communication device, I'm not sure.
Was the individual a male? Did he know her, or had he just heard about her?
He had heard of her and was familiar with her some kind of way. We're getting to the bottom of that right now, but it doesn't appear that there was anything criminal with regard to that.
How does it work in terms of arrest?
Okay.
She's a missing child. Everyone knows about her. So if she was staying with friends or family and adults and they knew she was missing, for them to not report her missing to the police where she was, would they face any criminal charges or anything like that?
Well, that's not our case. Right now, we're happy that she's home. We're not anticipating any charges against anyone right now with regard to ferreting her away or something to that effect.
What were her words regarding coming back home, and is she going to be returned to her mother, or there needs to be some type of investigation before going back home?
There's going to be an investigation with regard to that first before she's turned over back to the conditions or the location where she existed at the first
So what's the process right now? Where is she going to be, and how long would it be before she might even have an opportunity to go back home if she desires to go back home?
She's with us or and DCP&P, a combination at a particular location. I'm not sure right now, but she basically is being cared for, if you will, between the Essex County Prosecutor's Office and DCP&P.
And did you understand the scope of the search for her when you finally reached her? Did she know what was happening?
Almost impossible to believe that she would not have known the scope of that search.
But did not reach out to anyone besides this. Did she reach out to this person, or did that person reach out to her?
At this point, I don't know the particulars who reached out to who first, but it appears to me that she was more comfortable where she was.
Do we know why she wanted to leave home?
That's part of the investigation,
Okay, what I want to know now, and maybe somebody will ask this question as this interview goes on. Is this the first time she ran away? I want to know this. It is the first time she ran away.
No, we've got a direction we think we want to go, but I'm not at liberty to give that final at this point.
Yesterday, the mother did talk about an Amber Alert and why that did not happen initially. Could we get into what are the particulars?
Criteria.
Set that up first.
Criteria was not met. Criteria was not met.
Okay, so tell us what that means. I don't know.
Well, the criteria for the Amber Alert is that we have to really think that someone has been abducted first and foremost, and we
have to think somebody has been abducted.
Never saw anything to really lead us to lead us to that conclusion.
Prosecutor,
yes.
Is the mother cooperating at all? Clearly there was some sort of disharmony in the household, which is why she is with you all and not with the family. Can you just bring us up to speed with the cooperation between her parent, mother, and with you all?
Well, I mean, you saw that the mother was active with up front in terms of camera, so that you had an opportunity to observe her demeanor at that time. As of right now, that we're anticipating that the mother's going to have a meeting with local law enforcement imminently.
You will be part of that meeting?
The Essex County Prosecutor's Office, correct, yes.
Will that be today?
That's our expectation.
Do you think she was up front when she met with investigators through this whole thing?
Too early to really give you a definitive on that right now, but the conclusion, by the end of the day, early next week, we should have something on that.
Did she describe, as Antoine said, disharmony in the home? Did she describe that?
At this point, I'm not able to say anything except that the young lady appears to have run away, and she did not want to make herself known to anyone and where she was. She seemed to be more so at ease where she was.
Mr. Stevens, I just want to verify, because I may have missed this. You were getting, texts from bosses and stuff.
How dare they?
So I just wanted to clarify, will there not be a reunion with mother and child today?
Right now, there is going to be we're expected to be a meeting with mother and law enforcement today. Based on that meeting, we'll find out what happens after that.
Mr. Prosecutor, you all of you spoke to great pains to talk about the media involvement in this and the multi-levels of agencies who are involved in this search. This one had what we are calling right now happy ending. She's alive and she's safe.
Yes, absolutely.
I think the elephant in the room here is that we all know that there's been a lot of criticism since Gabby Petito disappeared about African-American women and people disappearing or going missing, and no one jumping on it the way we did Gabby Petito. Can some of you address how this case should be a catalyst for change with that regard?
Well, I think you've encapsulated the entire thing. The fact that the media, I can't say it as well as you did, but I'll try. The attention which the media gives a particular case makes or breaks that case. You bring to our consciousness the important things which our community should focus on. The streets do their own thing, we always have, always will. But what the mainstream media does, it gives it the kind of gravitas that we really need for a story to really reach this kind of conclusion. We know that people were aware of everything. We know between watching TV, by the time I do a press conference, by the time I get home, it's on TV. Hey, it's there. So if I see it, then X number of million people are also seeing it. Then on top of that, you add in what the impact of the social network, and I have to believe that that's the real promise of social networking, is that we're able to bring important issues to the forefront, get it out there in an extremely extensive way, and then nobody can say they don't know. With regard to this particular young lady, I'm extremely enthused by this result because, you know, I grew up in East Orange, everybody, East Orange, Newark, everybody around. These are marginalized communities by the media from the perception of the public. And this sort of effort goes a long way, I think, toward melding, bringing a collaboration between the people on the street, the community at large, and mainstream media, and also us, in order to say that we do get things done. In the midst of all of this, the mayor is approached by individuals who want to say, y'all not doing anything, despite the fact that we've got thousands of flyers. We had several press conferences, that we've had meetings, we know, with every entity from local law enforcement to the FBI. So we know we're doing something, but it still takes a successful result. Nothing beats a failure but a success, and this is a successful result. And it's mainly because of what we've done here and what you have latched on to and given us the legitimacy that this effort really deserves.
But does that also add in that, once again, here's another black child runaway? I mean, you know, instead of, you know, it being, it makes you think, well, you know, here we are again, and when the next comes up and it's a more serious case and the child is really, you know, not runaway, maybe people might say, you know, she probably ran away.
I think we have to treat every one of them seriously. I mean, I don't think that anybody said Gabby Petito camping out in where was she, the Grand Tito's, wherever she was, Tetons, here's another white girl out in the van, you know, doing a Scooby-Doo or something like that. So I think that, you know, every issue, every one case has got to be judged on its own merits. We in the Essex County Prosecutor's Office deal with every case on a case-by-case basis, and I think that that's how everybody, all law enforcement should approach, not only just law enforcement, media, everybody should approach every situation. Everything does not end the way it appears to have begun in every case, so we have to give us time. And for every, and I apologize in advance for every time I can't answer a question, or I say that it's an ongoing investigation, because we don't know where it's going to lead at that particular time. And so that's why we have to keep overturning stones.
Two more questions. This young lady was missing for almost a month. You say that the last known location was in a shelter. How long was she in the shelter? And previous to her staying in the shelter, please give us some sense of where else she was. Was she living on the street? Was she living with acquaintances?
Good question. Good question.
Did somebody take her in?
And how did she get around? Like, how did she
good question. And on top of that, if y'all heard that question, that's a damn good question, because now since they asked that question, here's what I'm thinking of. Did the girl have any changing clothes? I mean, just like they asked, you know, how long was it before this person took her in? Bathing? I mean, she's a female, you know, at that age, you know, some of them start they menstruals and things, if I said that right, they start their periods and shit like that, you know, so, woo-wee, you know, wow, that is a good question, though. Change of clothes, was she bathing? I mean, was she eating? You know, you heard the lady say she was panhandling, so, and then they say the person she did go meet, I guess she met the person, but she ended up alone, and she ended up in the shelter, so, ooh, good question. Damn good question. I wish I was out there. I probably would ask the same thing too, and I probably would have went deeper than that. What's up, Felicity? How you doing, boo?
I can't, right now, these are all facts which we are still trying to develop. However, obviously, this was an extremely resilient and resourceful young lady. And she decided that she wanted to be someplace other than where she had been, and she made it happen.
And did she actually cut her hair? I'm sorry, I don't know if you actually addressed that. Did she cut her hair to blend in?
Looks like it.
Well, we get an updated picture of how she looks like. It's out in the social media. I just wanted to know officially what the picture.
Can I
Yeah, please,
you know,
absolutely.
You know, social media is terribly important, as we indicated before, but the fact of the matter is that not everyone is on Facebook, not everyone has Instagram availability. You folks, the mainstream media, are the most important factor here in this particular case and in all cases. So let's make sure we clarify that, okay? Social media, yes, is terribly important for us. We're using it, we're gonna do that, but not everyone is on social media. In fact, a lot of the folks, old folks like me, are not on social media. We rely very heavily on the mainstream media, which is what happened in this particular case. And folks, you made it happen. It's as simple as that.
Yeah, let me just point out that the sheriff usually says old folks like me and the prosecutor, so he left me out of this one, thankfully.
You know she left the house because her mother was upset about the lost debit card. Was that the motivator? Or was it a buildup of a lot of things?
We're still trying to determine that's part of the continuing investigation. I'm sorry, I can't give you anything else on that right now. The picture, well, I don't know who's going to do the picture. We have a picture, updated picture?
At the conclusion of today, we should be able to release.
By the end of the day, we should be able to release a picture, yes.
A debit card.
That's right.
So, you know, you've made it clear here that it appears Moore ran away and was doing what she could to evade being found. But when she spoke with the person who eventually identified her, that at some point she did start to give a little. Do you have any indication why she started to maybe open up and allow herself to be found? Was she not happy? Did she eventually decide, oh, I don't like living in a shelter yet?
Well, local law enforcement, NYPD, is who she finally came clean with. So, you know, that's just a question of NYPD doing what NYPD does and getting to the bottom of it.
All right, thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Thank you.
A debit card, huh? Something about she got upset about a debit
game
card.
changer.
Okay. So what's been going on with this debit card? Mola 67, what's going on? Long time. How you been? Somebody asked a question about a debit card. So what is supposed to be going on with a debit card? I find that very interesting. A debit card. I find it very interesting. A debit card. Now, with that being said, let me say this right here. How many of y'all remember I did a story about that woman who shot her son over a memory card? How many of y'all remember I did that story? And I'm glad this ain't one of them stories that she got shot over a debit card. But I did a story where a woman shot her son over a memory card and killed him. And believe it or not, somebody who came on comment section claiming he was the brother said that woman that had no mental issues. As a matter of fact, his correct word was, that bitch ain't got no mental issues. She killed that boy for no reason. That's what he said. And I hit him back up and said, hey, would you like to come talk to me? But he never said nothing else. And I wish he had her. So he would claim that was his little brother. He claimed that was his little brother. Okay. Oh, Reese said that's the excuse she used to get away. Oh, so Jashya was saying that she lost the debit card to get away from the mama. Okay, got it. Oh, got it. All right. Let me show y'all something real quick. Something that was sent to me. And I want y'all to have a look with me as we go and try to get deeper into this. All right. Now, since the mom has been arrested, whatever the hell happened to her, now we done went from her being missing, her being found. Now what's new to me, I heard about a debit card. Now we talking about a phone has been stolen. Her mom is saying The police stole a phone that's relevant to the domestic violence case involving the cop husband. Also, the cop was her husband. Oh boy. Oh shit. We get a drink of water. This is gonna get interesting. So let me get this straight. So the cop is her husband, and Jashyah was supposed to testify against the husband. All this shit is making sense now. It's kind of making sense now why this girl ran away. There's some shit that was going on in their home between everybody, especially if she had to testify in a domestic case. So the cop is the husband, and the mom is dating the cop, and the baby's supposed to testify against the cop. Oh boy. Oh Lord. What the hell is going on? ZZ, what's going on? Cat Eyes, what's going on? Oh, Jesus Christ. But let's see what it says. Mr. Teen's mom said police stole. Boy, God, hold on. I had to drink the rest of my water on that one. All right. And y'all haven't, please get that thumbs up for your book. I think the pot finna get hot right here. And this was released on November the 9th. Missing teen's mom said police stole phone relevant to the domestic violence case involving cop husband is FBI interrogating her. A cop, police stole the phone. What the fuck is going on here? What's going on here? The teen was reportedly expected to testify against her stepfather in the upcoming domestic violence trial. I wonder what she's supposed to testify. What did she see? What happened? The mother of a 14-year-old New Jersey girl who vanished in mid-October said the FBI took her DNA on Monday and asked her to take a polygraph test. Jashyah Moore's mother told WPIX that the FBI questioned her for 2 hours and took a DNA swab from her mouth. The next day, the agency reporter asked her to take a polygraph test. The mother said she was devastated because while she underwent questioning, East Orange police went to her home, took her deactivated iPhone. She told WPIX that the phone contained photos and videos relevant to an upcoming assault case involving her estranged husband. Okay, estranged husband, but what the hell is going on here, man? Seriously, what the fuck? What is going on here? Who is an East Orange police officer? WPIX reported that officers also took toothbrushes from the missing teen's home. I feel my rights were violated. These people, they treat me mean, she told the news outlet. Oh, like how Jashyah said she left home because you treating them mean, you treating her mean. Not only her, but her brother. You know, like how you doing her? Allegedly. Let me say allegedly, because I don't know. Allegedly. Moore was last seen October the 14th at Poppy's Food Market in East Orange. Her mother told WPIX that her daughter first went to U.S. Market that morning to purchase paper towels and juice, but she came back home because she lost the car to purchase the items. She reportedly told her to go back and retrace her steps. Moore was reported missing when she did not return. Okay, so for those of you saying that she probably used it to get away, it sounds like you may be right. She used it as an excuse to get the hell away. Moore was reported missing when she did not return home from the deli, which is located a block away. The teen does not own a phone. Moore's family was originally unaware she had also gone to Poppy's on October 14th. Police said they obtained surveillance footage showing her at the market the same day she vanished, according to the news outlet. A local salon owner reportedly told Moore's mother that the teen appeared upset the morning she disappeared. Further, workers at U.S. Market revealed to WPIX that the older masked man was with Moore and paid for her items. I wonder if that's the person that said she claimed to know. Moore's aunt said the teen's estranged stepfather is an East Orange police officer who is facing an assault charge for an incident last year in Irvington. Excuse me. The aunt said the stepfather punched Moore twice in the face. Oh. and you're wondering why she didn't come back home. Oh. Moore's mother went on to tell WPIX she received a letter that the case was going to a grand jury. I find it extremely convenient and coincidental that my niece goes missing a couple of weeks later, the author commented. However, Essex County prosecutors told WPIX that they do not believe Moore's disappearance is connected to the assault case involving her stepfather. The missing teen was reported last seen wearing khaki pants, a black jacket, and black boots. Anyone with information regarding Jashyah Moore's whereabouts is urged to call the East Orange Police Department 973-266-5041. Okay. So that was the domestic case about it. This man hit her. He hit her. He hit her in the face. Twice. So I gotta ask the question again. I gotta keep asking this question. What the fuck is going on here? What is going on here? What is going on here? And then on top of that, the mom turned around and get arrested. So what's really going on here? How much does Jashyah really have to say about what's going on in this household? How much does she really got to say what's going on with their stepdad? What is that she really want to say? My man Brian said, I don't know if he in the chat room, a whole lot of fuckery going on. It's a whole lot of fuckery. But let me do my little analysis like I always do. And again, guys, I may be right and I may be wrong when I do my analysis. Here's what I think what may have happened. This man probably was doing some of everything to this child. I'm not going to go so far and say that he was molested or anything. But he probably was doing some of everything to this child. And she probably was telling her mom what was going on. Or the mom probably saw a lot what was going on. But the mom refused to do something about it. Maybe she was scared or whatnot. I don't know. Or maybe she felt like that maybe he's a cop. That the other cops probably won't do nothing about it because he's a cop. Because he probably know how to get out of getting in trouble. I don't know. It's just an analyst. I could be wrong in everything I say. But it probably was a lot of stuff that was going on that Jashyah felt like that she was not being protected. Or let's go even deeper into the story and say, hey, not only was the stepfather abusing this child, but the mom was too. At least that's how it's been put out there. The mom was abusing her too. So they both probably was abusing this child. Both. Now, with that being said, now that I had covered this story, I am anxious to hear more what is going on. Because the mom sat out there and did all of this, saying, I'm looking for you. When how the story is being put out now, you know damn well why this girl disappeared. You know why she disappeared. And I don't recommend it her being 14 years old. But I understand it. Especially she's a young lady going through this. And feel like the only protection she got is her mom. Now, with a lot of these stories, I hate you don't hear about the biological dad. If he's still living. And if he is still living, I hope he come out and say something. I do. But a lot of times, the biological dad don't come out and say anything. A lot of times. But if he does, I would sure like to know what the hell he would say about this. All right? So, now, I don't know how close I am with this. I don't know. So take what I say with a grain of salt. Unless one of y'all finna come in the chat room and say you got more information on what you heard or what comes out to be true. But not only she said she was being abused, she said the 3-year-old was too. So for the people to keep her in daycare, they must have found something. They must have found something. Or they may have found the history of something to cooperate with Jashyah's story about what's going on at home. Okay? So, with that being said, this man punching your child in the face. And what did you do? I sure like to know what did you do? And how often was this man hitting on this child? Let alone how often was he hitting on you? If he was hitting on you as well. Oh yeah, let's talk about that too. Did he 14 years old and not enrolled in school? 14 years old and not enrolled in school. But they say she lied and said she was in school and claimed she was going to transfer her to another school when they say they found out the girl wasn't in school at all. She wasn't in school at all. Now, I don't know how the laws work down there in New Jersey or New York City for kids going to school, but I know down in Memphis, Tennessee, your child ain't going to school, somebody finna get hit with truancy. You finna get hit with truancy. And I heard it come with a lot more problems now with their truancy. It comes with a lot more problems. All right? But that is New Jersey, New York, wherever the hell, where they at. So maybe the penalty may not be as harsh as it is down here in Memphis. I don't know. But 14 years old and not enrolled in school. And I saw one of y'all say in the chat room earlier, how she in the shelter and somebody see that she's young, ain't nobody call the authorities. I'd like to know that myself. I'd like to know that myself. Or could it be whatever story that Jashyah gave them, they went along with that? Or maybe whoever this person that they claim Jashyah knew somebody in the shelter and they pulled some strings for her to let her stay there for a minute. Okay? So we got to ask that question too. The shelter didn't call nobody, say, hey, we got a youngin' down here. No ID, no nothing. Nobody ain't saying nothing. Nobody said she wasn't in school. Nobody ain't saying nothing. Again, like Brian said, whole lot of fuckery. It's another story that's got a whole lot of fuckery in it. A whole lot of it. Sophia said, same here in Cali, you can be jailed. Oh, okay. I thought truancy was everywhere, but I guess in some places the penalty just not as harsh as it is in other places. But okay, you say in California, they get jailed too. Okay, Mola said it's in Georgia. Okay, truancy is in Georgia. Okay. Why? That's a good question. Was she really in the shelter? I mean, the way this story is going, you got a whole lot of shit that you got to think like, okay, did this really happen? You know, what's really going on with Jashyah? Because again, I know we all can agree. We know with young girls, when they get that age, you know, they get this, like I said in my video I did, they get to smelling themselves. They run out with these older men and all type of shit that's going on. Just like the girl, whatever her name is down there in Florida. I think that was Florida. The girl who was the junior ROTC. She was on a field trip, came up missing, kind of find out she was with some grown ass man. At least that's what the story I heard. She come up missing on a field trip, and when they found her, she with a grown ass man. Now, if Jashyah did do that, I gotta scream how I said her name. These parts in my damn mouth, you know, it's making me say words kind of funny. Now, if she was with a grown ass man, nobody's putting that out there yet, and I want to know why. Why they're not putting that out there yet? If she was with a grown ass man, you know, and they're using the shelter as a cover up, which could be a possibility. I don't know. I just have to keep waiting till this story develop to get more truth out of it. But if she was with a grown ass man, they not putting that out there now. But with that girl who's in junior RTC, and I believe in Florida, she was found with a grown ass man. Felicity said when my twins were still in high school, they didn't play about that. Their school called for tardies and all. When my daughter started driving, I had to start going off for her and my son. Oh yeah, I got about that too, Felicity. Yeah, a lot of schools call when you tardy. When you tardy, they call when you're absent. A lot of schools do that. Well, at least my area they did. In my area they did. I don't know about a lot of them now, but in my area, yeah, you tardy, you getting a call. You absent, you get a call. All right. They're gonna find out why you're not at school. But see, back in my era in the 90s, truancy wasn't a big thing as they making it now. I mean, it was out there, but the way they put it out there, I mean, truancy, I think it was on us. But now they'd have made a statement saying if your child ain't going to school, you getting in trouble, which I think that is fair to an extent. I think it's fair to an extent because, and I say to an extent because a lot of times when we go to school, our parents be at work. So can you really blame them for thinking that we went to school while they at work? You know, can you really put that on them because we ditching school? Can you really put that on them? So I'm kind of like in between on that. Yes, I think you should fault the parents for it, but then again, you know, if they working 9 to 5 and work in the morning, how they know if I went to the school, as soon as I seen them drive off, I turn right back around and go back home, which I did that a lot. I make it seem like I was going to school. I saw my mama roll past me. I turned back around. We're back in the house playing Nintendo, drinking Kool-Aid, eating bologna sandwiches and shit. And it worked in my favor because a lot of times she get home, I'd be already out of school. So she didn't know I went to school. She didn't know that. So that's what I used to do. So that's why I say, you know, is it really fair, you know, to put it on them when they think we already there? You said your twins had detention for tardies in the 11th and 12th grade. That's when they really started working my Yeah, for some reason, 11th, 12th grade, we gave y'all hell. I know I did. I gave my mama hell in 11th, 12th grade. I know I did. I know I did. Hell, my mama found out I was cutting school, too. She found out I was cutting school. I never forget that. It scared the shit out of my mom when she found out I was cutting school. She thought something had happened to me. And when she found out, boy, I thought I was going to get my ass whooped. But I think she was more scared than anything because that particular day when I was in middle school, they kept calling my name on the intercom. And I guess that's just that one day one meant for me to skip school. I went to school, I think, after lunch because I didn't feel like going to school that day. But I said, fuck it. I went ahead and got my shit together and went to school. I got into class. Everybody like, man, they been calling your name on the intercom, Chris, all day. And I said, damn, for real? They're like, yeah. And the principal got in there, hey, if y'all seen Chris Thorne and his whereabouts, please contact the office. The teacher looked at me like, and she pushed the button. She said, Mr. Lashley, Chris is in my class right now. Is he? Yeah. Send him on down here. I said, oh shit, the jig is up. I said, the jig is up. The jig is up. The jig is up. Boy, I thought my mama was gonna kick my ass when she saw me. You know how when y'all children or teenagers, you know you forget your ass whooped, and you got them butterflies in your stomach, you just want them to go and get it over with. Well, you know you finna get your ass whooped. Just go and get it over with. What you gonna do? Just go and get it over with so I go on by my day. But she didn't. Yeah, why I was skipping middle school. But I think she was more scared than anything. So that's probably why she didn't do anything. She was more scared than anything. And she like, you don't do that. You don't do that. I don't say to myself, well, come on with it, man. I know you finna kick my ass, so come on with it. But she didn't. She really let me off the hook that day. She let me off the hook. Now, when I was in high school, when she found out I was ditching school, she didn't really say nothing about it. She just like, I mean, you the one got to graduate, so that's your fault, you know. But what I was telling her then when I was in the 12th grade, the reason I was ditching school then because most of my class was study hall. I wasn't doing shit, so why was I there? One day I had one class and the rest of the day is study hall. Another day I had about 2 or 3 classes, the rest of the day is study hall, so why wasn't I really there? You know, so, hey, boy, those was the days. I gave that woman a heart attack. Night I said I skipped school like 2 or 3 times. And you say your stomach, so you're like, oh, your mom must find out you cutting school. Your mom must find out you cutting school too. What up, may just go viral. What's going on, babe? Yeah, I scared the hell out of my mom when I did that shit. Scared the hell out of her. And I ain't doing no more in middle school. I ain't doing no more. No more, because the next time it'll probably be something serious. Sarah said, I always knew when my child was in trouble at school. I heard the loud intercom system. Yes, ma'am. They call my name on the intercom all damn day, boy. And them folks were like, man, they calling your name, man, like you dead or something, dude. Like somebody really kidnapped you or something. Ain't nobody did nothing. But somebody gonna do something when I get home, though. I'm gonna get my ass whooped. But she didn't, though. She didn't. And from that day, I said, I ain't gonna do it again. Nope. Like they dodo bird on their cartoon. Nope. I ain't finna do it again. Nope. I can't remember what that dodo bird name is on Looney Tunes, but he used to always do that. His mama trying to teach him how to fly. He go, nope. And that's how I was. Shit. Nope. If somebody know that dodo bird name, please tell me. I used to love when he did that. Nope. Somebody just send me something. Let's see what this is. Luckily, you know that dodo bird I was talking. You know that dodo bird I'm talking about. He used to go, nope. I just love when he did that shit, man. Nope. I think his name was Dodo. What his name, Dodo? Or something like that. If y'all was a Looney Tunes fan, y'all know who I'm talking about. Y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. And then it was it was 2 other characters. It was 2 cats. It was a short, fat one and a tall, long one. And the short, fat used to always go, baby! Baby! He used to do that shit right there. That shit used to be funny. Okay, they said, what's it say right here? Yo Dodo, that's his name? Yo Dodo? Thank y'all. Okay, that's his name. And what's the other one name I told? He used to go, baby! Yo Dodo. Okay, that's his name. Okay, somebody just sent me this. They say, look like you want to send me part of it. Where's the rest of it at? What's the rest of it at? Okay, it says right here. Let me read this to y'all. I saw him punch my niece twice in the face, Yolanda Moore said. So this auntie saying that. All right. Yeah, what's that cat name? He used to go, baby! I saw him punch my niece twice in the face, Yolanda Moore said. And this guy in his 30s, and he's really tall and he's really big. The stepfather has been arrested last year for simple assault, and Jamie Moore showed us a letter their family recently received for the teen to testify before a grand jury. I don't know about all that. Make this go viral. I don't know about all that. Looney Tunes was the shit when we were growing up, so I don't know about all that. Yet Essex County prosecutor told us Thursday evening they don't believe the criminal case is related to the missing girl disappearance. The domestic violence case is proceeding against the defendant, Catherine Carter, a public information officer in Essex County prosecutor's office, wrote, "We are aware of the fact that the mother reported the daughter missing. The missing persons case is being handled by authorities in East Orange. At this point, the domestic violence assault and the status of the missing person do not appear to be related. However, it is being monitored by law." Okay, it's just not showing me the whole thing. It just only showing me part of it. But I guess I read enough to hear what somebody saw. So somebody did actually witness this man hitting that girl in her face. All right, wow, that's crazy. That's crazy. London Lake said, yeah, they did have some racist stuff up there. Oh, okay, then. Well, they did. Well, I was a child, so, we children, we just look at cartoon, we laugh. So, a lot of stuff we probably didn't catch. We was a child. A lot of stuff we didn't catch. So, I know I didn't. I just sort of laughed my motherfucking ass off. So, it'd probably be something I had to go back and watch now and catch it, But we was a child. We weren't really taught about racism or anything like that, So, wow, this is crazy. It's crazy. But however, guys, at the end of the day, with Jashyah's story, I am glad that she's safe. She was found safe. I hope she get the help that she needs and get the counseling that she may need to get over this hump that's going on in her life right now. And if it is true that lady saying that she don't need to go back to that house, then maybe they need to be the first step right now is, hey, keep her out of harm's way. If y'all feel like she's in harm, keep her out of harm's way until everybody get their shit together. The mom, if she's still dating the stepdad, the husband or whatnot, the husband, everybody. Everybody get their shit together, including her. Just if she got some stuff going on with her, everybody get their shit together. Then, maybe they could be a family again. But right now, it's just too much fuckery for that girl to probably be over there right now. Just too much fuckery. And wherever she at, may be the safest place for her right now. All right, so we got one child dead. We got one that's been found, but she didn't want to be found, but she was found. All right, ladies and gentlemen, with that being said, I'm going to end it right there. And if y'all saw the back of my shirt that I have on right now, what does it say? If you see something, say something. That's what the back of my shirt says. If you see something, say something. Now, I'll agree with that. Because if you say something, you just never know. You may be saving a life. You just may be saving a life. If you see something, say something. Let me see, this it. That's not it. That's not it either. Hell, I don't know where it's at. So, but y'all get the gist of it. If folks say see something. Anyway, see something, say something. You be glad that you did. Ladies and gentlemen, thank y'all for joining me tonight. Get a thumbs up for your boy. And as always, y'all be careful, take care of yourself, and protect your children. I'm your man, Chris Thorns. Stay tuned for more stories like these and for more updates. And, oh yeah. And this story right here, any of you who know how to get in contact with me, you get any more updates to this story, send it to me, because I want to know what the hell going on with this story. I want to know what's going on with this story. This story got a lot of shit going on with it. All right? So, yeah. Y'all keep me updated with this story. Peace out. Whoa. Hold up. Let me come back. Don't nobody go anywhere. Let me come back. I forget. I gotta show y'all something. Don't nobody go nowhere. Right now. Please don't go nowhere right now. I need to show y'all something. Let me, ooh. What did I do with them? Hold on. Give me an extra minute of your time. All right. Here go one of the designs right there. Y'all take a look at that. They go one of the, oh shit, y'all can't see that shit. Hold on. Okay. They go one of the designs that's about I came up with. Now these just rough drafts. These just ideas that they coming up with. So this is not an actual shirt, just ideas. Just ideas. So they go one right there. All right, let me show y'all another one. Let me show y'all another one. They go another one right there. Pink and black. Which I kind of like that one. I kind of like that one. And again, these are not actual shirts. These just rough drafts or designs that, you know, could be possibly that somebody could put on a shirt for you or whatnot. So I like that. It's kind of dope right there. I'm not a pink guy, you know, but I probably rock that though. I like that. I like how it's blending in with that black like that. I like that. All right. Let me show you two more. Let me show you two more. Okay, this one right here is the shirt that I got on now with a slight difference to it. That is also pink and black. I like that. It's pretty dope. So just another little idea somebody coming up with, you know. And those for the ones who asking about purchasing the shirt. And to tell you what's so cool about this, one of my homeboys I've been knowing for a long time, he asked me today because he saw my shirt on Facebook. He said, "Hey man, how much is one of your shirts?" I said, "That's pretty cool right there that your homeboy want to support you like that." I told him, give me a minute because we're trying to work on something now on how to get people or where they can go to try to get a shirt to support the platform, whatever the case may be. Okay. And you got this right here with the microphone, which I kind of like that too. That's pretty dope. It's pretty dope as well. And maybe tomorrow I'll come back and I'll come back tomorrow and see and show y'all some more designs that somebody else is doing to try to help with doing the shirts and things. So, you know, and I think that's pretty cool that some people seeing this and they want to help. You know, and I think that's real love right there. That's real supporters. You know, real love and real supporters. So, oh yeah, LT said her daughter been bullied lately at school by a white kid. You know what? Bullying don't have no race. Anybody can do it. Yeah, bullying don't have no race. Anybody can do it. Anybody can do it. You know. Say what's going on. Yeah, it has been a minute. You know. Glad you came by, but you got to catch the replay. All right, LT, I agree with you. I promise you, I agree with you. If teachers got that kind of attitude about it, we know you're not there to babysit, but you're out there to teach and learn. You're out there to teach them and help them learn. So, yeah, I agree with you when you say that right there. All right. But anyway, guys, thank y'all so much. Let me get my